Sunday. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. I just felt the need to jump on to check in. Whoever gets this will get this, and I'm sure we'll get to whoever it needs to be. But there are a lot of transitions going on. I'm fine, seriously. I'm good with me. I'm good with me and God and Goddess and the highest of authorities, and I'm legal too, so I don't have a problem. If you got a problem with me, then the problem might be you. But there are a couple of cousins, I can count on one hand, a couple of cousins who I want them to know. I don't want them to like die or pass away or something happens and you think that, you know, I hated you. I don't hate you. No. We will always be cool. It's all the stuff that surrounds you. Because I felt the need to want to come and visit you, and I don't like feeling that way because I just don't like feeling that way, and things get left unsaid, okay? And know that I will always send love, because you've always been good to me. And I mean, like, when I feel the need to want to come out there and say that to you personally, and we all know by now why I cannot, because, you know, you got some people around you that I would slap the demon right out of their body. You can say God all you want to, bitch. Or bitches. You know exactly who I'm talking to. Be careful with me. Didn't my daddy and my grandma tell you? You learn nothing. And that's on both sides of the family tree, okay? Mom and dad side. Ooh, the ancestors are talking to me. But to the few cousins I can count on one hand, literally, that I will always have love for you, because you always did right by me. And I just want you to do right by you. Reminding you how grandma was surrounded by hordes of demons. So much so that my daddy had to come out, you know, all the way from Fayetteville, from across the river, and go all the way out across the river to see what was going on. Why was that always the case? Same thing with my mom and my papa, when you got, you know, cousins and folks all over the place. But, you know, it's stuff like that. You have to be careful who you surround yourself with. That's why I surround myself with no man and no woman. I mean, I may be in a community, but my community is me. My house, there's peace in my house because there's no one but me. I'm not looking for no man to come in and save me. I'm not looking for no woman to come in and save me. I'm not looking for nobody to save me, because you know what? I've learned from the best that I can save me. When you're literally plugged into the highest of authorities, I don't know who your God is or might be or want to be or whatever it be, and that includes the industry too. You all know that you've used me for a lot of stuff, and now best believe I will be using you. I've learned the best from the best. So when the devil came after me, the devil didn't know. I told you I not only match, but I surpass energies, and that's why to my cousins I can't come around to see you, the ones who I do love, because, you know, your little bitch ass, you know, your sister, what, your I forgot, I'm on Facebook Live. Oopsies. Sorry. But no, seriously. People know exactly what I'm talking of. And see, I'm not a little girl anymore. You can't run that game on me no more, huh? Be careful how you better shut your mouth, demon. She knows exactly who I'm talking to. You think you do magic? Wait till my magic works on you. Ain't fun when Carrie got the gun, is it? Florida what? I am the Florida water, huh? Don't you know? You better get this. All I need to do is get me and my ancestors and my ghosts and my legacy and my aunts and my ancestors, my grandparents don't like none of you for a reason. They told me to stand back and let it go. But for those of you who I don't have any problems with, I just, you know, I want you to know we're cool. I don't want you to, like, you know, transcend or whenever that is. I'm not saying that's coming anytime soon. I mean, I would hope not, but, you know, I want peace for you, whatever peace is. But I'm just saying, when that day comes and you feel like, you know, I hope she didn't know. I don't know. There's nothing about you I hate. Why should I? I mean, seriously, why should I? Why should I? You, as far as I know, have always been good to me. You were always there for me. You did what Daddy, you know, said to do. You looked out for me, and I will forever appreciate that to those who did that in reality. On another note, my mind just thought of a musical thing too. Like, sir, I might, you know what, I can't even look at you right now. Like, I'm just steadily deleting stuff, deleting memories of stuff that clearly weren't there. I mean, you know what? I really did, I really applauded for you and clapped for you. And I mean, I was there when I saw you come up, and I was there when you went through that stuff with the Who Dat video. And I wasn't there because I wasn't going to go there, because I knew that was going to be crusty, rusty. I know that issue was going to turn on you, and it did. And whose phone was ringing off the hook all weekend asking me, what we going to do? What we going to do? We're not even there. Catch your clue. When Val Jones pulls out of something, duh. I mean, what would a real seer or empath do? Was I the false prophet that you were talking about? So you signed your life away to who? I didn't know Rock Nation fed its artists and rocks. I didn't have to say that. Sometimes my Gemini rising gets the best of me. Let me go back to being Pisces. Sweet little fishy, that's me. So yeah, and don't talk to me about the other, especially these male Pisces. Please go away. Oh, I will fry that fish. Okay, like, it's a hot day too. Ooh, child. But back to I mean, it's like, wow, sir. I'm like, I can't even look at you. Like, I actually thought you were a decent person and a really great talent, but this is what you do? You jumped on the hate train too? Like, who exactly owns these, who exactly owns this property now, by the way? The way you're scamming people with what you do. And I said what I said. Can you prove that you're not? Be careful. Because everything about your books aren't logged. Once you get on federal watch, the IRS comes and check you too. You better be sure that your business is proper, because I'm keeping every receipt and email from you. Reminding you, I got free legal. Which I can afford anything I want to. Credibility, integrity, and legacy comes with certain perks. Humiliate who? Did I hear a bitch say something? No, I don't think so. I am being nice today. Can't you tell? Hashtag naturallydao or hashtag ValJonesDaO. But no, I just wanted to say to some of my cousins, if I never see you again, know that it's okay. I mean, people go away. People go away, live lives, do what they do. I mean, you can be in the same city, same town, same zip code. Well, we're not. But I'm just saying, like, people go through things and, don't speak to each other no more. Stuff happens. People evolve. Some evolve, some don't. I mean, some flowers grow up and some don't. But all of that's to say is there's a couple of cousins. I told you I can count on one hand. A couple of cousins that on that day when you go away, at least when it comes to me, go with peace. Seriously, I have not a problem. I'll for now. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what you did. I don't know. I don't think you did anything. I think your children and the people around you did. I mean, I don't think you would be that low, because you didn't have that energy in you, which goes back to the dude that with the artist, the rapper. Like, wow, I did. That's why I mean, you never say never, but I may never trust an Aquarius again. The minute that you said Jim, the minute you tell me you're a Gemini or an Aquarius, and not even Leo, I'm like, right off the bat, I'm not looking at you as a friend. I'm going to have to sit and watch what you do and watch your actions. Because these people get jealous. They really do. They get jealous if they feel that you are better than them and you're not trying to be better than them. See, it's their ego. They have the worst ego deaths. They really do. Because, I mean, they're peacocking all the time. A Pisces, a true Pisces, we don't have to peacock. We just do. We just do. Like, we talk to spirits naturally. I've been talking to spirits all my life. Oh my God, you literally dumbed down with everything. Like, did they tell you to do that? Did you have to surround yourself with clowns and dumb down and made everybody? I mean, I don't know. I'm out of it. Do you, sir? So, like I said, I didn't know Rock Nation paid their artists and rocks, but I do now. Okay, you mad at me? You know, I'm talking to the head demon now. You mad at me? And you'll be in your. I'm trying to be nice because she's a side rod now. She says everybody became a member of Zeta Phi Beta sorority over the last couple of years. Apparently, I mean, you know, between Beyonce and Angie Stone, and we will not talk about Cheryl Underwood. Okay, bitch, please go home. We all know that you've been wrong. But I mean, like, we didn't. And where's what's the dude that, you know, that worked with you, that produced your show, that, you know, worked with me too, but none of y'all don't know nothing about me. Okay, remember when we were in that room after the show and we talked about, since you were the bacillus, the grand bacillus of Zeta Phi Beta sorority, we were talking about, you know, working with each other. Well, we were, but I thought, but you lied. You've lied right up. But of course, you know, everything Cheryl Underwood does is a lie. Listen, Cheryl Underwood is about Cheryl Underwood. And I mean, I get that. Go ahead and do you. I don't have any problems with you. But to smile in my face, I mean, why do the stuff when you don't have to? So don't act like we're for sisterhood and final womanhood and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, when none of that is you. None of that is you. And that goes for the ones around here too, because I actually, to be perfectly honest, I've had more support from Delta Sigma Theta sorority than my own sisters of Zeta Phi Beta sorority incorporated. And it's sad, and I kind of hate it, but I really don't even care. And I mean, my frat brother, she always been pretty good, somewhat, somewhere. But especially my frat brother said, I will never forget the frat brother said, saying, "Oh, y'all will still rock with me." I don't even know what's going on with Saint, and Johnson C. Smith too. When the frats come through, the frats come through. Woo, blue fire, you know. Anyway, I mean, we had that's history too. We had the first brother and sister Greek sister and brother fraternity. Now we get into a history lesson. Okay, blah 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 blah. Okay, first brother and sister Greek organization. You know, just check up the history. Remember I used to do the, you remember me. Oh, she's the one that did the East Coast step, showed the history of the Greek step and all that, and said it's not a Greek thing, it's a black thing, you know. So please, and please, let's, you know what, it's when hip hop started letting Yale and Harvard, and all of you wanted Yale and Harvard wives, and you didn't see the setup, okay? They were sucking your life right away. They reaped your soul. So they gave you these pretty little hoes, you know, who supposedly had pretty little degrees, but you know, they sucked themselves off to get up that way. And that's what the industry and evidently everything does. I mean, how did this person get up? You know, there's very few people who really got up on their own merit. The rest of the people, haven't you seen people like, how in the hell did this person become a professor, or this person become a principal, or this person become the leader of a company, or how many people, and all these people took LLCs. They had money, but they took money. And then blame it on poor people, or the people of who were in lower financial status. The rich people did that, you know, and then they want to blame it all on us. Okay, right. And some of it was us, but see, it goes both ways. But you know, and never mind. I'll get off into a whole other conversation, okay? Because that's what I do, because I'm thinking like this all the time, and that's the problem when people can't deal with my mind, because I have to slow my mind down to talk to dumb people who are, to me, you're dumb all the time. I gave you a courtesy to listen to you and go, and I'm trying to understand you, but understand my mind will always be more elevated than you. That is not a brag or a stunt. It's true. I mean, I really would. Miss, it did really peep my genius card, whatever that is. I don't know. And you would never know, because I don't test well. I screw my SATs up so much. Because, you know, I get halfway through this and I get bored. Like, what is this? This doesn't even apply to me. Like, what is this? I mean, I'm not going to lie. I checked out halfway in the middle of my SAT. So I'm like, I'm sure I'd take that mug. But, you know, for whatever reason, and maybe I did it on purpose, because my dad wanted me to go anywhere else but here at Federal State. But my dad, you know, he died my freshman year at college, so I wasn't gonna go nowhere. I mean, no, I'm not gonna leave my bestie. That's my bestie. That was my best friend. That was God in my life. Still God to me. Spirit never dies, just a body. See, and then they broke into my parents' tomb. Who does that? How deep is that? What is wrong with you people? But then you want to say something's wrong with me. You send a horde of demons, you send a whole industry after me, and I'm still standing looking pretty in my natural hair, my natural nose, my natural skin, my natural beautiful color that you wish you could get, but you can't, my friend, because you can sit out in the hot sun till the cows come home, and you were rusty, dusty, crust right up, blow away, and poof, you're gone. When I can be out in the sun all the time, no sunscreen needed. I'm just, get a better shine. How did she do that? Maybe I'm an anomaly. Maybe I was telling you the truth the whole time. But you listen to people who thought they knew me, who saw me, who said, well, I helped raise her. You helped raise me up in a good way, ho. She knows exactly who I'm talking to. You know what? And that's why I can't come around some of my cousins, because I know by now, oh, Val will clock your ass. Val will it's all the energies will come out. And I mean, it's like, and you really shouldn't beat up old women. Some old demons. I really shouldn't call her old. She's just an old demon. How you smiling now? Want to call me now? You want to send your kids or your whatever, I don't know, the kids or the people that your mind twerked, your mind work, or whatever it be. I see now. I see and smell the jealousy in all of you. Oh my God, you never liked me. Ew. Ew. You got all right. It is a miracle that I live, but I have. Here come a fly. Where'd the fly come around? A monitoring spirit, probably sent by that. But anyway, but to some of my cousins, I will always love. I can count on one hand. Okay, whenever that day comes, know that go in peace, because you have no beef with me now. Your beef was God. That has nothing to do with me, because at that point I can't save you. Prayers don't help, prayers don't work. And it's like that. I mean, that's not to say prayers don't work, but after you've done so much, and the end comes, it's a little late to pray then. And you say, well, you know what? You can, right at your deathbed, you can pray and say, I take Jesus in my life and you'll be okay. That's a lie. You will not. You will not. You will. Does that make sense to you? But see, that's what a slave master or whoever, or somebody who does crime all the time, will tell you to do for you to keep doing the crime, because you can do anything you want to, but that right at the end, right before you go out, you can ask God to forgive me, and God forgive you, and forget all about it. No, that's not how it works. That's not math. In heaven, that's on earth, or on earth is in heaven. You get it as above, so below. I mean, how are you people so slow? I'm just saying, and see, it's because I do what I do, and so naturally, they're mad at me because I can say this in such great parables, and yet I'm telling the truth in reality, and I'm not delusional or delulu as they say I would be, when you're the one who took the bad money and got the RICO charge and some charges coming, and so many illegalities coming up on you. You wanted to set me up like I did the stuff that you did, never will, never do. Oh, please miss me with that bullish. But anyway, to the few cousins I can count on one hand, whatever happens, I have nothing to do, because I just felt the need all of a sudden to come and visit you. And I'm like, where is this coming from? But I know if it is, then, and I know stuff's going down all around town. Stuff's happening to everyone. Even happening to me. My stove went out. Well, the stove didn't go out. The baking element went out, but I can broil, so I can still cook. So, my 4-eyed stove is been reduced to 2 eyes, which has been like that for about a year or so. And now the baking element doesn't work, but the broiling element works. So I'm gonna let it go, because I don't really have the extra money to you can get us to, I'll make it work. I'll make it do what it do. I was raised by legends. I know how to make stuff of my money. I have to, because every 5 minutes, they're raising the money around here. Listen, don't let a letter come, because the community and the trash thing, and people put the wrong thing in the trash. I had nothing to do with that. I didn't do it. So don't charge me for their math or their lack of bad math. I'm just saying, you all try to do stuff like that and set everybody up. But the people who do it, you play that, you talk that talk, but you don't walk it that much. And you act like I don't know. I am tapping right now. Why don't you write another song about that, Lecrae, and play it on Boost Radio? St. Louis, how you doing? but I'm the demon. Said God's real job. You know what? You will see. Anyway, that's it. I'm out. So that's all I had to say. That's my live check-in today. Yeah, Val Jones. I got the medicine cards. You know, I got it. Check out my YouTube channel, by the way. I'm shout out to the red, white, and boom. I told you Ludacris wasn't going to like be a buster at the show. He knows better. And everybody learned from last year. You know, everybody. So everything went off. You know, the fireworks came right on time at 9:30. So I had the best seat in the house. I always do. You know, I don't do crowds anymore. I don't need to do. I mean, it's not like I work with Ludacris. So, you know, before he became Ludacris. So I'm like, just another person to me. Just like the rest of you. So, I mean, seriously. So I am not starstruck by nobody. The few concerts that I have attended over the years out of courtesy, and because I kind of like concerts, but now not so much. I'm not the concert type. I'm definitely not the crowd type. And the heat stuff is too much. Ooh, I can do heat to a certain degree, but I can't do people in heat. That's too much for me. Too much energy. It's too much. You know, when you're a real empath. Yeah, I guess I'm not supposed to do that, but you got 50,000 oracles and tarot readers or empaths or seers. Everybody's a seer. Seer LLC. I'm a seer too, LLC. I'm an oracle too, LLC. I'm a this, that. The PPP loan took a lot of y'all out on purpose. Ain't that right, Kanye? Did I hear Gemini say something? Which K was it? I went back to when I was walking on the track at Fort Bragg at on Poe, and then you know they had the thing how somebody scribbled up bitch on the you know the track at the track the one with 82nd Airport at with the stairs. Hendrix, is that Hendrix? You know what I'm talking about. Which I probably need to get back to that too, but my knees have been kind of working. So this heat, the heat's been like working on my knees and I got to lose some weight. Though I really do got to lose. I have gained weight. I have been eating way too much food. So no, it's not. This is seriously not a pregnancy bump. This is just eating up. I'm pregnant with good food, but yeah, I was doing the walking thing, and then they had bitch on the track. In the pizza, they had bitch, and it had a thing, and it had error, and it had K. And then they had pizza. Drew a pizza. Now, again, I will say this. That was defacing federal property. There's some things you can get away with, and there's some things you can take too far. And that happened right before a certain song came out. Stick. My. What K would that be? Would it be the Kardashians? Would that be Kanye? Would it be Kendrick? All the K's look the same to me. You know, K is also an element. What element would that be? I'm dropping some clues to some of you because that's the type of K you need. But seriously, the others, not so much. I mean, you know, unless you do. And that's about you, not me. But anyway, that's all I had to say today. Why did I do this? Am I pulling a card today? Not really. That was my intention, but I got my medicine cards out. But now it's funny how people say, well, that's voodoo, hoodoo, voodoo. And the main people who say that are the ones who do hoodoo. Like, okay, what is a prayer cloth? Christians will sell you a prayer cloth and prayer oil. They will sell you a prayer handkerchief that they've prayed on. And yet they'll say by you selling a scented rock or just having beads or something like that, that's witchcraft or voodoo. Like, what's a prayer cloth and prayer oil? And you know these preachers be screwed up. Be careful of the people who want to always holler at somebody else like, that's witchcraft. Nah, that's the witch holler right there. I could name them all by name. The ones who say I'm false and I'm not good at my game. You not even remotely in my game. You're not even in the stadium. Anyway, what's this card? Oh, the ant. Be the ant. Be the ant. The ant. My aunt's watching over me. The best storyteller in this area was my aunt. And She and my uncle stayed by a church, Good Hope Baptist Church on Deep Creek Road. She, too, with my grandfather and my grandmother, told me the worst demons you'll see are in church. There are more demons in church than in the streets. And they were the originators. I mean, they came up in the church and helped build those churches from the very first bricks and stuff like that. So it's a legacy that goes way back. But when you see the elders like falling back and go, you see more, the real ones, you find more demons in the churches than in the streets, because they know Pharisees and prophecy, Pharisees and Sadducees, by any other name. Do you see what I see? No, you don't. Or you do. Doesn't matter to me. Everybody's got eyes on me, and those eyes are also on you. And be patient. Honor the present moment. Find joy in the now. And be patient. Honor the present moment. Find joy in the now. I do. I'm good. I'm good today. I'm real good today. I'm sitting back chilling with my stove with two eyes and my... I'm smelling because I'm broiling some chicken. And then I make some chicken salad. I find that I can cook so many different things now when you kind of reduce to cooking because you're trying to save money and stuff like that. Ooh, man. Speaking of which, to those who... More voice work, please. Trust me, you want me as your compadre, not a competitor. But I'm about my money. I'm about my tithes. I'm about my fee. Y'all stole from me. You gonna pay that back. They ain't gonna do nothing. Okay. I know something you don't know. Oh, wow. That flipped out. Let's go. Armadillo. The armadillo has to say. The armadillo has to say what? I don't know. I don't know if we're still like, if this is even still live. If the live is still live, okay. The armadillo, I don't know. Can you see this? I could put on a light, but why it's hot here. Respect your sacred space. Drop hesitations and banish abuse. Use proper boundaries and thrive. I'm with it. I am with it. I am with it. The armadillo, the arm of God. The armadillo. The armadillo. The armadillo. Respect your sacred space. Drop hesitations and banish abuse. Use proper boundaries and thrive. Nope. Nobody coming to live with me. I don't care. Y'all waiting on that man. Y'all can say that till the cows come up. Everybody's like, you got Paris. No. I want my money. I want the ability to continue to make my money. I do commercials. I do voiceovers. I do promos. I'm very good at what I do. I want to be able to make money off of what I do instead of trying to take a suck or F to be like the rest of you. I'm not going to do that. That is some devilish. You got caught up in the world. I'm not that kid. In it, but not of it. I guess it is very few. The 144. I used to think the 144,000 is like such a is a symbolic number. It's not a real number. Nah, not so much. I think it's a kind of a real number. I really do. But we're all chosen. No. Well, you chosen for something. We're going to play one more card. All these flyers are coming out now. They're mad. They're mad. These smart. Okay, where did that go? Oh, that landed on the floor. You know how to pick them up on the floor. You made yourself all the way to the floor. What are you, baby? Ooh. Moose. The moose. The horns. The horns. It's the horns. It's antler time. The moose. See your potential. Take pride in yourself. Honor your right to be. The moose. The moose and squirrel. What's it with the army shorts? Like, what y'all do? Like, y'all were wearing out some squirrels. I mean, you were good. I think it was a squadron. I think they were practicing playing games. I guess, I don't know. But they took a whole thing of squirrels out. So it's just funny how this moose come out, moose and squirrel. Moose and squirrel. Boris and Natasha. Come on back. Ooh, Rocky and stand up, Bullwinkle. No, the moose says, see your potential, take pride in yourself, honor your right to be. I am, because I don't want to be nobody else but me. I am jealous of no one, and everybody's jealous of me. Why? Be yourself. That's all you can be. Be all that you can be. But why are you jealous that I'm all that I can be? Oh, because you can't control me. I told you, slave master, and troublemaker. Welcome to the energy of Cumberland County, maybe North Carolina, maybe the whole world is like that, all over the place. Everything is North Carolina, okay? Everything's a hood. There's hood everywhere. Everywhere and every day. There's hoods in Paris. There's hoods in Russia. There's hoods in Italy. There's lots of hoods in, New Jersey, New York. Y'all need to a hood all day long. Look, the whole record industry, the whole radio industry is just hood rats and hood sets and just hood. And it's just not the type of hood time I'm on. Don't bring no Glorilla, Horilla, Florilla around me. I remember how I was supporting certain people, but now, I see that you were never going to support me. You all really hated me. It's that jealousy. Look, we're number one. We got a hit record. Who cares? Do you have the money to support yourself? Apparently not. I'd rather do me. Somehow or another, I will make it. But you all are going to be like, well, never mind. Do you? Show me where you're at in another 3 or 4 or 5 years from now. Okay? Or are you going to still be crashing out trying to get on Maury's show or whatever it is? Everybody wants to be a Jerry Springer show. I'm not doing that, okay? I'm not being amusement for rich people who just sit back and they want to see the whole world crash out while they're hiding and doing stuff behind the scenes, plotting a whole takeover of the world and of the masses and of everything while they just, while they watch you all take yourself out. Cultural, financial, spiritual suicide. Genocide by any other name is still genocide. She knows too much. She sees too much. I talk too much. That's what you're trying to say. But listen, I'm not trying to lift up the slaves anymore, okay? I learned that from back in the day. You can do that, and they will still nail you to the cross. So no, right now I'm in my boss games. I'm lifting myself up, and not waiting for some fake boss to come. Well, I can help you. Yeah, I bet you can. You can help me out of my finances and out of my pants. Bitch, you get behind me, Satan. Before you see just how deep in the ground you can go. Oh, please, I've got ages and ages and eons of therapy that I need to get out my soul. I hear the planes. I hear the... How you doing, Queen? I'm good. How are you? Wait. You know what it is? Wait. It's the sound of freedom. Thunder the sound. I love it when those planes hum. It ain't fun when Carrie got the gun. Yeah, I do have a thing for planes and flying things. War angels, peace angels, same thing. You might can buy out some people in the military, but you can't buy them all out. That much I know. You got the wrong ones that got eyes on me. I got the right ones that got eyes on me, and you too, ho. Be careful with me. I told you I'm not Cardi B or Beyonce. Beehive. I suggest you take a dip and a dive into some truth. Save yourself before you wreck yourself. Because I support real bees, but fake bees get shelved. I think the hell you want to. Okay, that's it. That's all I had to say. I was going to say something else. You can go yourself. But no, mommy says no. We're being pretty nice today. Okay. So, check out my YouTube channel, by the way. And if you so like, subscribe and share or whatever. I don't do chats. I don't do chats. I don't get on the air to chat with people. I'm good. I I'm not that much of a chatter, so I'm like, hey, how you doing? And I don't really care. I mean, I'm like, I'm not right. I'm really not into people like that. I'm like, I am when I'm there because I'm cordial and I'm nice. And I mean, you know, I'm a radio personality. You have to deal with people, right? I mean, you have to deal with people when you're in my job. But truthfully, the way people have shown me just how lousy they are, I'm like, no. If I can deal without people and just make my money by myself, I'm good to go. I'm growing food and stuff like that, and I'm eating too. And really the only thing I want is to get my money that I'm due and the money that I'm passed through. People got cars and got trips and went on a lot of things on my money that was supposed to come to me because, you know, you watch me, you being paid, and you like, you know, what's the commercial? Wait, I got to say this and then let it go. What's the commercial? Because I know you all know. What's the commercial? What's the car commercial where the guy goes like, you know, can I get this car in Bitcoin money? And y'all start laughing. I mean, it's from a dealership around here and I had to laugh. I'm like, I know, right? I know, and I know you know. Good luck buying that car with Bitcoin money. Good luck paying your rent with Bitcoin money. Good luck getting your mans with Bitcoin money. But that's okay. Do you, yo? But you thought you were going to still steal on me, or either try to, like, you know, do you going to try the humiliation ritual again? Oh, really? Are you? Go ahead. You see how I alchemize that. So that's energy for me. I can just say 2 words and let it be. What are those 2 words? I'm legal. I'm such a brat too. Brave, resilient, adaptable, and tough. Like my mommy and daddy expected me to be. Like they created me to be. There's no one that can outdo me. Being me. But me. That's math. That's canon. Law. Canon. Look up the word canon. On all levels. Canon's to the right of me. Canon is to the left of me. Canon's ahead of me. Said the 300, 3,000, whatever. Anyway, that's it. That's all I had to say. Wow, I did not know I was going to do this live, seriously. But again, at the end of the day, to my cousins who, you know, I just want you to know, if we never see each other again, I'll always keep you in my heart, okay? You and me, we're cool. We will always be cool because you didn't do anything to me. So why would I have beef with you? So regardless of whatever says what or whatever, we're cool. But, you know, the rest of that family, I'm not in that stew. I can't. And you know why. You know why. So thank you for being true. Thank you for honoring Daddy's wishes and possibly Grandma's wishes too. And on the other side, well, I don't know. Nobody on Papa's side. I'm just honoring Papa's wishes. That's okay. But, you know, that's why I say, you know, Val, you should have. How are you the only one that don't have land? That's okay. I'm going to just let the Cape Fear River, you know, take that all away. Mother Nature and Goddess can do more damage than I ever can do. Karma is real. Saturn returned too. Those last days were in it, and yet you're still doing the same thing that some of you do. And you think a prayer at the last minute is going to save you. Okay, good luck with that. Anyway, that's it. Have a good day. Happy Sunday. Hope you learned something. Wow, this was seriously a Sunday sermon in a Sunday school. Well, I guess that's just what I do. I am Val Jones. No longer.com because a fool and his money decided that they were going to take my website, these web developers. You know, some rich people who have nothing else to do and they literally want to like make you join their gang and join their group. I'm going to make you the queen of my harem. Is that why you're out smoking drugs in the middle of Paris at 3 o'clock in the morning? Looking sad. Or was it mad? You know what? Even with you, I don't 100,000% blame you. It was your mom and your dad. The seed doesn't fall far from the tree. How's your little bitch ass sister? I'm I'm just doing comedy. Can't I do comedy too? They hate it when you laugh. So that's why I'm going to do the all summer long, all year. I'm going to be laughing at this because I know I wasn't wrong. I know I wasn't wrong. I know I wasn't wrong. There's a beauty in that. When you know you're not the trash. And you know you're deserved a serious payback. Sew me up like chicken change. Yes, you did. Told me you had it. They had it all arranged. But it was all a dream. For you. Nightmare's coming. That's what, Holy Spirit said to me. That's why they pulled me out. Angels are real. Spirits are real. Mother Goddess, the divine feminine, is real. Toxic men want to hide that, but you can't hide her no longer. And there's a reason why none of you are getting stronger, because you lied. And you lied. And you lied. And we're only told 1 billion times. Stop lying. But you had to continue your lie. Because that's how you rule the world. But what happens when that world dies? Everything dies. Beginnings and endings. Different perspective. Anyway, I gotta go. That's all I gotta say. Yo, hashtag naturallydao, hashtag ValJonesDaO. Should you like to support a sister? Because I need money. I'm about to go into a GoFundMe campaign. I could do a GoFundMe campaign too, but they messed that up for all of you. Someone said, well, go ahead and do it. I mean, we know that you got some issues. You literally have stage 4 chronic kidney disease. They're not going to give you disability. You're up here walking for your life and, you're doing what you're doing. Your health is your wealth. I mean, like, can you imagine that, if you had disability and, you don't have disability to check, but can you imagine that if you didn't walk, then you would really your health, because you have to exercise, because for what I have to keep moving. I can afford to be 200, 300 pounds overweight. I mean, that takes years off your life. Okay. And I can't afford to eat the food that I can't afford to eat. So I have to make sure that I get good things, and I put good things on my plate, and it can't be with a whole bunch of dyes and pesticides and a whole bunch of stuff that's going to make my body not great. Can we make food great again? Anyway, suicide, genocide, by any other name, rich people trying to get it in because they think it's always going to be about them at the end of the day. But no. The God, Mother God is going to have the final say. Y'all don't learn nothing. But that's okay. Anyway, but so that's why I have to, you see me walking and exercising. You don't see some of the days I can't even get up. Because, why show you that? That's like my mom and my dad. There were times where my mom, thank you, confirmation. There were times that my mom and my dad, they didn't want to get up and couldn't get up, but they did what they had to do. I've seen my dad, take that big ass, back in the day when it was big oxygen tank for short dose, to take that big dose of oxygen, and then go out about his day. Whether it was with, Ellie Garrett's funeral home, or whether it was for North Carolina Mutual. My dad was a pioneer, but you don't hear about that in Fayetteville. You don't hear about the real pioneers. You hear about the fake ones that came up after that. You don't hear about this stuff. I could tell you stuff about Merkson Road. I could tell you back in the day, Massey Hill, like that's what happened. Little Bobo came out of Massey Hill, and I could tell you about some stuff in Massey Hill. That's where the thugs and stuff like that. And then when you get to, I don't tell, and there's a reason why you don't catch me off a Bunts Road. It's the energies and stuff like that. No offense, because I used to hang around that all the time, but when you see how that energy's going down and people can't go out of that and they want to glorify that mess, well, it's because they bought into this industry and now they're all distressed because everybody grows up. The industry teaches you to be bad bitches and bad hoes and bad bros and bad thugs, and everybody's got love, but it's not any love. And I'm sorry that your mom and your dad didn't give you real hugs. I'm sorry that you didn't have a real mom. No, I heard that say you are not sorry. Can that word, stop it, retract. Wait, I apologize for nothing, because I didn't do anything. I had a great mom and dad. You got a problem with that? That's you. That's why you're mad, because when she had a mom and dad and I did, you had a mom, you had something, you had you. You had you, and didn't I really try to teach that and instill? Didn't I try to instill that in you when your mommy and your daddy wasn't around to still instill that in you? Wasn't that what I tried to do? But then you want to turn around on me because you want to be famous too. How's that famous working for you now, Cal? And I'm saying cow to everybody because all of you are like beef to me. And by the way, I don't wake up like trying to sling beef. I eat beef, okay? Screw that. And then flush it out. That's it for me. So anyway, my timing is going out on my phone. So that's enough. That's enough. I didn't say what I had to say. But mainly to my cousins that I do love, we cool, okay? The rest of y'all can go and die today. I don't care. Said what I said. Val Jones was here. Peace. I would like to take this time to thank all of my subscribers. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for your love. Even if I've got haters, hey, thank you too, because if you know how to alchemize that ish, it works as energy too. Yay. And also thank you for those of you who have bought 1 or 2 or 3 or more of my projects. Right now, you can go to BANDCAMP because I have at least 5 projects on BANDCAMP at ValJones or ValJonesDaO. I have Natural Born Orator. I have Class Has an Attitude. Yes, it does. I have When Military Brats Strike Back. Oh, that one's a perfect one because it's letting you know who's really going to lead this next revolution. It's us. And did I say Ether Egg? I've got Ether Egg, and I've got another that I can't think of right now. But just go to Val Jones or ValJonesDaO at bandcamp.com and purchase my products. They are available now, and thank you to all who have purchased my products, my audiobooks and my poetic therapy. You are appreciated, and thanks for appreciating me. Until next time.